Child, how y'all doing? Okay. Happy hump day. I know I'm early, It has been a long day. Okay. It has been an absolutely long day. I have barely any energy, but Tamar and little Junior around here setting IG and social media aflame. You wanna know why? Because they both up and using each other. Okay. Tamar using Junior, Junior using Tamar. Tamar is a whole fool for this white man, and even you, Tamar is a fool for this man. Okay, he just happens to be white, and I said, look, I just have to get my 2 cents in. Look, this is the only thing we are discussing because Jr. had a little video that's about 7 minutes, a little less than 7 minutes. Tamar had a whole 16-minute live. I think Tamar had more than one live, but I don't feel like going up on the other one because she was basically saying the same thing in one that she said in the other. But I said, girl, what? I am over it. Y'all look, I feel like y'all know, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff around here. I am tired. You hear me? I am child heating pad off, hanging off the thing. Let me move out the way. But I am tired. Okay. But I was like, I can't let this wait until sometime tomorrow. So I came home to get this done today. Okay. Just full transparency. Mama Lee had surgery today. She had to have her gallbladder removed. So I've been up since around 4:35 in the morning. I came to my house real fast to get a change of clothes, do this, and I'm leaving and going back to my mama's house. She's doing good and well. Surgery went well, but y'all, it's been a long day. But I was like, let me go ahead and get into this foolishness because nobody has time for the Caucasian foolishness, Tamar foolishness, bald head foolishness, that man banging his foolishness, credit card fraud foolishness, or anything else that Tamar and Junior is bringing us, and it's upsetting me and my homegirls. Okay. Now, first and foremost, last night, After I got off live, somebody had tagged me on Twitter. And when they tag me, I be real sketchy sometimes when folks tag me and stuff, and I don't know what it is. And so, plus I was tired at that point in time. I was like, I'll get to it tomorrow. I don't know if it's true. I don't want to be posting something and it's not, actual or factual or whatever. And so when I had seen this tag, okay, from Shaheen B, okay, and it was like, oh, Tamar and Braxton blasting her white ex-fiance after they got together for allegedly cheating, okay, and then it was this screenshot. But I said I had went to Tamar page to see for myself, and it was nothing there, and so I was like, how do I know if this isn't something made up? How do I know it's not, some kind of spammy, whatever? So I said, I'll wait till the following day. If a whole blog pick it up, I'll then discuss. I was also thrown off because it was so many typos, paid in my face for a 25-year-old, shaking my head to my jewelry, took me to Turks, and all along had a whole tramp. I hate you, Jeremy Robinson. And I said, Tamar, what is wrong with you? So again, I saw that last night. But again, because I was already on live for over 2 hours, I knew I had to be up at 5 a.m. to get mama to the surgery place by 7 a.m. So I was like, I don't have time to even figure out what's going on. And so I left it be. I left it alone or whatever. Child, I had not been on my phone until around maybe 3 p.m. And I was like, what is all this? What happened? And come to find out, child, Jeremy self had went around and he had went live. Now, I want to see if folk also had, let me see what. Yeah, so this is just what Tamar had posted and deleted. And I hope y'all can hear me. It said my audio was whatever, and I hope that ain't something being weird. But sometimes y'all know the audio on here on stream, y'all be stupid. So that was part one. So today, Jeremy, after Tamar posted that, Jeremy went on his IG, okay? And he did a whole post. And I said, oh, Lord. Oh no. I was so confused, okay? Because I was like, what? I said, what is going on in my home? Baby, let me explain before you start to point your cane. Who is playing who? Okay. Now the caption of the video said, JR, let it go. Some show grace. Well, sometimes grace requires defending yourself. I've always been accountable for my failures and spoken out about why they impacted me and other people. I'm not going to let a false narrative attack me, my family, or the foundation I've worked so hard to protect. So here's how I feel about the situation. Now, he was talking about the fact that I ain't ate no food today. At the surgery center, you couldn't have food on that level. Anyway, I got that water. His response was because Tamar saying, oh, he cheated on me or he played in my face with some 25-year-old woman. And Tamar then posted this girl's IG page all last night. Now, Tamar took it down within a minute or so. But Tamar is very much so aware of the fact that when she posts stuff, it gets captured. Even if one person get it, if Tamar posts something messy, someone is going to grab it and say what happened was and repost it, and that's what happened. So this is Jeremy's response. We're going to watch and talk a little bit, and then we'll get into Tamar stuff.
You know, I initially was going to take the high road. And
now, any white man coming on here in a white t-shirt and some shorts showing tattoos, he want to get a black vote. Okay, you can't fool me, Jeremy.
Situation and not say anything. But the reality is, I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. And someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real.
Not the delusion. Tamar delusional? I mean, we all feel like Tamar be having these antic episodes where we be like, what's going on? Somebody help. So is he saying because her emotions is out of whack, she be thinking something going on and it's not, or is he making up things? In my opinion, they both up and triggering each other.
I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship.
I mean, not every time, but sometimes both JR and Tamar have used social media to back and forth it with each other. Even if they're not saying anything direct to each other, I still feel like sometimes the underlining subliminal be stuff to each other.
Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have.
Post them. I want to see the receipts. Okay, I want it, but I'm messy. Post it.
But I chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months.
We just found that out today. The crazy thing is, it is currently September. JR and Tamar have been playing in people's faces about what they are, who they are, what's going on, and whatnot. Like, it should not have taken so long to say, I've been single for 6 months. Well, then why not say that? When Tamar said before, it all started on Carlos King podcast, when Tamar said, I want to keep whatever me and him have to keep quiet. Which to me, man, I felt like that meant we not together and I don't want to say it. But I'm like, the fact that he's now saying, I've been single for 6 months. What y'all
We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again.
I don't need to be friends with somebody I met on a dating show and they have not been in my life for that long. Sometimes it's okay to move past things. You know, in my opinion, the people you be friends with is people you met in real life that you knew for some time. Y'all were friends. You kind of, made a romance. It did not work out, or you want to go back to being friends. Y'all were strangers. Y'all were strangers before that reality show. To me, there was no reason for y'all to stay friends. For what? Clearly, you and Tamar are messy boots people. Messy man and messy woman don't need to be together. So trying to figure out how to be friends, y'all can't figure out how to be a family, a girlfriend, boyfriend, a husband and wife, or whatever. To me, there's no need to try to find a friendship in that. Y'all can't fix it.
I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm going to date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because
why you want your ex-girlfriend or your ex-wife or your ex whatever? I don't. It's weird to me that both of them kept trying to be in each other's lives, to me, for optics. To me, it was for optics to make you think, oh, they could be together, could be not. To me, it felt like, again, Tamar using him and him using Tamar for attention and clout.
If anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't
Like a marriage, like a relationship.
want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing, it's because we're friends and because
I'm not taking no friendly trip to Turks and Caicos with no man I used to bang. Not right now. No. If we just broke up, I don't want to hang out. Nobody in real life is hanging out with their ex-husband, ex-fiance, ex-boyfriend, ex-contestant on a Price is Right. Nobody's trying to hang out at Turks and Caicos. That's not true on either part. Even if he's saying, oh, ain't no expectation on my end, y'all both was lying to each other. Even if you were lying about knowing she possibly was trying to rekindle some things and you just didn't care, or if Tamar knew your boundaries and she said, maybe I can give him a little bit, I don't know. But y'all both are delusional.
Still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children.
Is he calling Logan his son too? Tamar, I'm going to need you to stop letting the men you date claim Logan on their taxes. Meaning, I'm going to need you to stop allowing men you date to now say that's their son. No. Vince is that boy daddy. When she was with that, was it David? I think it was David. Where was he from? Not Dubai. Was he African? Nigerian? That man, I think his name was David, but I may be mistaken. When she was with him, she said, oh, that's Logan's other daddy. Not the third daddy. JR should not be saying Logan, no. Not at all.
But not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago.
I have a few credit cards. I do. I'm lucky enough to have a few credit cards. It's very strange, in my opinion, that people happen to have cards that end in almost the same numbers. I'm like, I don't want to use when I'm shopping for myself and buying stuff, whatever, I make sure I'm using my card. So I'm like, either he lying or him and Tamar is up here still canoodling and sharing finances, and they should not be doing that.
No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday. Hey, did you stay at Four Seasons? Yeah, I did. In fact, I extended. I gave them my card and everything's good. Why? What's up? Oh, well, I got a call about some chick who used my card at Four Seasons. I said, that's not possible. This is funny. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Well, I thought we can friends. We can talk about it, but this is laughable. I didn't stay with anybody at the Four Seasons. I'm not.
Now, Tamar addresses this in her lives. We'll get to that in 1 second. But I feel like if Junior booked a trip, wouldn't it all be in his name? If he booked it, even if he was there with a guest, it still will be under him. So if you got a notification that something was booked under Jeremy's name, do it matter who he with? I guess it could look. If you use my credit card to book a room and you bank some chick, I'm gonna be pissed too. However, none of my exes are gonna have access to my banking information.
Not seeing anybody, wasn't on a date, none of that. If I was, you're my friend. What do I have to hide about that? I'll just say cooler heads didn't prevail, and next thing you know, I'm on her story and I'm being accused of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I.
Never will or will I? I don't know. It's confusing, okay? But I feel like when he said, meaning she called me because she found out the car was used. I told her, yes, I am in, New Orleans. I'm by myself. They got the fussing and arguing. And then Tamar went on social media and then put their business in the streets.
There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. But I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship, but not to the extent that, friends don't throw each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look.
I mean, frenemies do. Messy people. Now, playing devil's advocate, I do agree with him. Like, Tamar should not have took a private on the phone conversation, then went to social media trying to blast Jeremy. I do think that's immature and petty because nobody asked you, Tamar.
If there was a mix-up with the card because of Booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted the Four Seasons, and they've already issued a refund, and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago.
Now, Jeremy, are you sure it's been 3 days ago?
It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus.
Don't bring the kids. Look, again, one, Tamar fool for posting that girl stuff, and that girl can now say Tamar exposed her to social media, to the people, and she's getting harassed. So that was dumb for Tamar to do, okay? Even if she deleted it, was still stupid. Tamar posted stuff with Jeremy daughters. Child, look, if me and you not together, do not post my children. If we are not together, do not post my children. Because that's a trigger for me. Because you're using my kids against me. Again, Tamar is using Jeremy. Jeremy using Tamar. They both are messy boots.
It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. What?
If you single, be single. If you single, say you single. Move singly.
This is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged on my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it.
Because the thing about it is, he not denying he was in New Orleans. Tamar card was used. He's just saying it was it wasn't on purpose. Okay, you told me about it. I didn't realize or whatever. I then called the bank and called the hotel and my car. So I think he ain't denying it happened. And that's the part. He's a lawyer. He's lawyering this, meaning I'm not going to deny that it happened because it did. Okay. What I'm going to deny is you making it seem as if I was there with some random woman that you posted on social media because you being messy. So he like, well, I mean, the car was used, but I paid it back.
It's messed up, and the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it because I don't even know this person, never met her in my life.
Not defamation. Y'all think JR is gonna go around here and represent the other? If JR become the other lady attorney to sue Tamar for defamation, harassment, bullying, and all the stuff that's gonna happen because Tamar posted that lady IG page on social media, that's crazy.
Never even had a DM with her. Again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing. They don't know nothing about me.
So that's what Jeremy posted on his social media. Now again, Tamar I think she did 2 different lives. The first one she did was a bit more ratchet, a little bit, whatever, but this one covers all the same stuff, and whatever. And we're gonna get to what Tamar said, and then we'll be done. But to me, Tamar started it because Tamar was even if he used that card, we didn't know that. Okay, if you called that man because of the charges and he's oops, I didn't know. Let me rectify that. I'll get my car charged on harm no foul. I feel like that shouldn't be. Then it's nothing should have ever made it to social media. Tamar be the first one to say, y'all only come at me when I have drama because you post the drama.
I said that I will not be speaking out anymore, but people be waiting for you to speak out so they can figure out what the hell they're going to say and how they're going to look, because everybody knows that that's what that person cares about. And I just want to be very clear on, nobody stopped the relationship with me. I stopped the relationship with them. I blocked.
Does it matter? If y'all broke up 6 months ago, doesn't matter. And the get you gotcha is just a couple weeks ago, my man, he's a great husband. I want my family. Tamar stuff don't be adding up. She posts too much and then be backtracking and forgetting what she already told us. Even if you ended the relationship and he didn't, why were you even still involved in anything that man had going on? I don't understand.
That person, I blocked that person on social media, and I only called that person to find out about my credit card being used. Now everybody knows that let's not play stupid, okay? I don't go to bookings.com. I don't even really kind of know, what that is or what's that about, right? I use my physical card. If I do reservations, it's through, I have a touring company, so we have our own travel agency, and so I'll go through that, or I'll go through my American Express, right, where I physically use my card. So we're not going to pretend that, oh yeah, so I'm not going to pretend like, oh yeah, they got our credit cards mixed up because I thought you were single 6 months ago. We went, so which one we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Is she hopscotching or no? Because I think it's messy and weird, again, that any kind of way, either one of them had the other one's card number on stuff. But sometimes in a relationship that happen, y'all are sharing things or whatever, somebody card on the Netflix password, somebody else's card on the Comcast stuff. It's a lot going on. So I feel like him saying, well, the card on file, the wrong card. If Jeremy used bookings.com and Tamar used something different, but if on bookings.com it still had a card that was Tamar's card, I feel like, okay, that's where it came from. And if you called that man and he rectified it, I'm still asking, why did you come to social media to then say, oh, he got a girlfriend, he messing around with, played in my face and blah. I feel like that wasn't the point. What's the point? The reason I think her car was on fire, I'm assuming her car probably was on fire because, they were married. They were married, so I'm guessing her car was a car to be paying the bills. I guess her car. So, because I'm not surprised that either one of them have each other's information. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if it was a mistake and you called him and asked him what the going on, he said, "Oh, my bad. I just didn't know the car, blah blah. I'm gonna have you switch around and your money back." You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, why bring it to social media?
I mean, just here's the thing for me about guys. Guys, when things come out about men, they always say, "Oh, the woman is delusional. Oh, we wasn't together. Oh, I wasn't leading nobody on. And oh, they did the things on their own." Come on, how many times have we heard that story? And so I don't even know why we're trying to perpetuate that storyline today. Listen, I'm in my 40s, and come on, I've had my fair share of relationships, and my dealings with men, and when we having like male friends, I hear a lot of stuff. I've been around the world, and okay.
When Tamar get talking real fast and Sam, I'm like, "Girl, you lying or flying? Which one is it?"
So I've heard it all. So we're not going to sit here and pretend that anybody is not going to drop a bag on a man or go to a city like Turks and Caicos if you didn't feel that there was a chance of reconciliation. And let's just be clear. I didn't ask myself. I didn't ask myself to no birthday parties. This person told me right over here at the St. Regis, "I want you to be a part of my birthday."
But a person I left, if I left you, if I ended the relationship, I'm not trying to JR has shown Tamar exactly who he is. Tamar keeps choosing to ignore it because he's showing you in his actions who he is, but you're choosing to believe the words he's saying that don't match the actions. Once that man 8 times his ass, it's a done deal. And the get you got you was around that man's birthday. Tamar had posted video of her and him in Turks and Caicos, and I had saved it to discuss later because she had posted and it was up for like an hour, and I just did not save it to repost. I was going to just discuss it on the live, and then the following day she took it down. So Tamar had posted her and him and Turks and Caicos for his birthday. This was after the post of him and that chain had came out and everything. So Tamar saying, "I broke up with him. However, you still chose to hang out with that man for his birthday. You still chose to pay for a Turks and Caicos trip for a man that you broke up with. I'm so confused, okay? And we've all have been dumb and confused for a man, but not at this age, Tamar. Not in your 40s, Tamar. Not with your third marriage. I'm like, well, 2.5 marriages, Tamar. Tamar should know better. That's why I said Tamar using that man and that man using Tamar used that man for attention, for clout. And she don't need it because she's Tamar Braxton, okay? But Tamar likes messy shit. She does. That's why she posted the stuff that got attention. She posted on her social media, which made him reply, and then she replied. She out here playing childish games and to make it seem like, "Oh, well, he asked me to be there." So say no. Because as you said, you broke up with him. She just posted that we innocent child.
Now, if you seeing this, that, and the other, why you want me to come? Now, y'all gotta realize, now the man didn't say the status of our relationship. At that time, we were very much married. Very much married.
When?
So, I am thinking that, I am pouring into my marriage that is troubled, that, I want because I love my kids.
Why they keep saying our kids? Look, I am all for blended families and people accepting their spouses' children as their own. Y'all ain't lived in the same house long enough. Y'all ain't lived in the same state long enough. Y'all ain't lived in a harmonious marriage long enough for either one of y'all to say our kids, them his kids and your one son. Stop trying to use the kids as a connection. For what? For what?
I love my family. I love you. You know that. You just said you love me, so now all of a sudden now we not okay. So I'm pretending and I'm delusional and I made all of this stuff up. Okay? Now, I don't have to buy no man.
I mean, you can always rent one. Because if your card on file for if your card is on file at bookings.com and you don't use bookings.com, you putting the money somewhere. If y'all not together and you out here buying him gaudy ass chains, taking that man to Turks and Caicos, that's not cheap. Spending a bag on him for what? When he's already shown you he ain't worth it at all. That man was also using Tamar. But this is the thing. He don't post Tamar. Usually, to use somebody, you want to post little stuff with you and them. That man don't be. Him and Tamar will be together. That man ain't posting Tamar. But Tamar be posting him. That's why it's weird that he don't be posting her. He don't be, showing, like it be little itty bitty stuff, but not enough for him to get like some real clout from it.
I know who I am. I know the kind of money I make. I know the status of my life. I don't have to buy no man. But
are you sure? Because look, you own the internet in your good hat wig, okay, with a nice sweatshirt on, fussing by the man who used your car for $900, which we found out he gave back to you.
If I'm pouring into my relationship, pouring into someone that I want to rekindle something with because this is not my boyfriend, I'm wrong for that? Oh, and I'm on my own for that. And not you saying, oh, when your birthday come around, I'm a wop, 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 whoop, whoop. Like, I had absolutely no idea to feel like I was in this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have seen us out. People seen us at your favorite restaurant. Yes, we have been, quote unquote, living apart. And I guess you want to say single where we can, date other people and see what's out there. But
that's not how marriage works, ma'am. That's not how marriage works. You can't say I was pouring into my marriage because bloppy bloop, and then start saying stuff like, yeah, can date whoever and see what else out there. That's not how marriage works. That's how being single works. So in hindsight, it almost do feel like Tamar was being delusional because she's saying things about being in a marriage, but while also saying, yeah, solo, dolo, hanging out, that ain't what married life is.
You clearly told me you wasn't with nobody. You clearly told me that you are emotionally unavailable and you just hitting whack whack and won't won't.
My husband can't tell me he's emotionally unavailable to me and he out here fucking whoever. That ain't how marriage works, ma'am. So in hindsight, you are delusional. Because what marriage is you working on? What are you pouring into? You can't have it both ways. You can't.
And my whole thing, and let's not make it like, oh, I'm sorry, we keep being cut off, but this is important. And we're not going to make it like, oh, now Tamar got mental health issues. Now, y'all done seen this man. We're not going to pretend that this man has not been airing me out and embarrassing me for the past 6 months.
Well, Tamar, before that man was airing you out and embarrassing you for the past 6 months, he was embarrassing you before that. Truth be told. And I feel like Tamar even trying to bring in the mental health issue part as if, he's trying to use my mental health against me. He's against mental health, and it's like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I feel like Tamar's mental health situations, issues has started way before she got with the Caucasian night man. Way before. And so I feel like that don't even matter. But I do feel like if you have a spouse that does suffer from mental health issues, you can't ask, are you having an episode? I just want to be sure.
Now, if there was not an understanding between he and I, y'all see me sit up here and take a bunch of L's and apologize and really try to work toward my marriage and try to, fix shit and, because the truth is, y'all so much, I don't even really know. But just like he said, I'm not going to divulge everything, but I'm not going to let nobody sit up here and make it seem like I am delusional and deranged.
I mean, a little bit, ma'am. Now, is she delusional and deranged based on Jeremy's antics? Yeah. But it's also part of Tamar being Tamar. Tamar sometimes does not want to own up to the fact that she is sometimes her own worst enemy, even if the other enemy is her husband.
And you clearly said you don't want me. Y'all know when I found out I was getting a divorce and my divorce is going to be final on our trip to Turks and Caicos?
Guess what I would never do? Take a man who told me he's emotionally unavailable to Turks and Caicos. I wouldn't do that. You want to know why? If you are emotionally unavailable to me, get your shit together and holler at me later. But we not going on no retreats and resorts and expensive birthday celebrations while you're single and mingling. Not on my watch, not with my money, not today, not ever. So again, Tamar be missing the delusional parts. And again, even if Jeremy is being a manipulator and making her feel like, we could be together. But she's saying out of her own mouth, I didn't even know we was getting a divorce. I found out on a trip to Turkey. Well, guess what? Trip canceled.
Didn't say that. That's when I found out at the bar. I got an email. So let's not do that. Friend, don't do that. Friend, don't do that, And here is the thing. Like I said before, I did not mean to post that lady. It could have been, it was a casualty of war. It could have been anybody. Because like he told me, he busting down, wop, wop, wop. He ain't even in nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, your husband told you he busting down, wop, 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 wops. Your husband told you that. You then chose to post one chick's IG and then say, a casualty of war. Ain't no casualties of war, no mental anguish, harassment, exposure to hate. I would sue Tamar for exposing me to her bullshit, because what do I have to do with you and JR? And them damn Tamar sometimes is crazy. So again, if he's telling you he busting down all the chicks around here, why post that one girl if you know he busting down everybody?
And I didn't say he cheated on me. I said you played in my face. Because the truth of the matter is that you were supposed to be here for me, to show up for me on Sunday. And you didn't do that. And just like I told him, this gotta be a two-way street, boo. I can't show up for you and you don't show up for me.
I mean, he been ain't showing up though.
That can't happen. And so you decided to extend your trip and didn't say anything to me in New Orleans. And then I found out I didn't even say nothing to you. I didn't even make it a big deal. I didn't, this person is making it seem like I am off the rails. And I get why y'all, it's very believable. And people,
when you post, I hate you, Jeremy, that is off the rails. The fact that you don't get, this is my thing. People don't understand. We get it. Marriages break up, relations break up, people break up, people be hurt. But not everyone goes to social media for this rant, this attention-filled antics that Tamar does. that is off the rails.
Every time I fall out with somebody, they always take that story. Now, oh, y'all see how she acting on her reality show? Well, not the past 3 reality shows.
Yes, you have. Tamar acts the same, just in different wigs.
Tamar has grown up. And that's why I'm not going to let nobody speak on my mental health and make that an underlying issue and make it like I'm defaming somebody's character. Because the truth of the matter is y'all was following each other on all platforms and also, responding on each other's pages. And the hotel told me. How did I know?
How would the hotel know about their social media engagements? The hotel don't know that. Hotel ain't tracking people's now the hotel may have known again them being there together because hotels have the guest list. But I'm like, what is you doing?
This is not just a hotel mix-up. Because, no, I got charged. And the problem was that I asked you. I called you very calm, very... Now, let me know if hotel policies have changed or not. They will ask you, would you like to use the card on file? Or is there another card? Yeah, I'm not trying to make this a big deal. I swear, it's not about...
I mean, you are, but okay.
It's $1,000. It's not, make or break. It's the point.
It's the point that you won't bang me, but you around there banging somebody else with my card and playing like I'm a soybean bird, and I ain't no soybean bird. Shout out to Lisa Left Eye Lopez in the TLC from House Party. But I'm like, both of y'all are some soybean burgers.
The point is that you wanted me to sit back and let you not only use my card. Let's just say it's a mix-up. Okay, fine. But now it's different because you're using my card for your extracurricular activities. And let me just keep it gangster. I wouldn't even trip on that.
But you tripping on it. You can't say it's only $900. I ain't tripping. I wouldn't be tripping while tripping. And again, this video that Tamar did was after what we watched earlier of JR talking. So JR did not deny the card being used by accident. Tamar calling him. Okay. Tamar called him about it. And then him saying, okay, I'll fix it. Had his card ran and then gave her money back. So at that point, the situation was rectified. Okay. If you found out at Turks and Caicos that y'all were divorcing, you already blocked him. Anything else should not matter. Why? Because he's already showed you what he thinks of you. Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. Me and your relationship status has changed. The way I see you have changed. You know what I'm saying? Just like you outside, baby, I'm outside too. Like, let's stop pretending like you is the last of the Mohicans. You are not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like, oh, I'm addicted to the white meat. Like, it was fine for what I had, but okay.
My man. This man here is totally different. Tamar, you was the one saying he's a good man. Jimmy's a good man. Y'all want me to say bad things about him, and I won't. You can't have it both ways, Tamar. You can't tell us y'all want me to dog that man. I ain't gonna do it. And now here you are dogging that man. The dick wasn't that good. I don't really like the white meat, but you was eating white meat. You're backtracking. You're backpedaling and pussy popping on a handstand, okay, over that white man's meat, and then want to make us feel like you don't care, but you do.
It ain't giving that, and the truth is, I put too much on it because we were married, and I take my vows serious, and I thought that you did too.
I mean, did he? Did you know him well? Like, how did you think that? Did you know him that well? Like, what other marriage did he take serious beforehand?
And so the truth is, I was waiting for you to come around like a wife, because all I know how to be is a wife. I was married to Vince, and that didn't work out, and I got with D, and we were getting married, and I got with you, and we got married, and I married you after you ate somebody, whole booty sandwich.
I would never admit. I would look. There was many things you can admit that you did, okay? But to say that I wouldn't have and married you after you ate Tommy booty, like who says that? Like, is that in the vows? Where is Santa tossing up other people in the vows?
So let's not talk about why and what happened before then, okay? Don't make it seem like I'm a bad person. Don't make it seem like I didn't put up with a lot. Don't make it seem like, oh, I've been so gracious to her, and, I have been giving grace, and she's a da-da.
I think in this, and I'm not trying to defend, the Caucasian man, but I do feel like Jeremy's point is, if you think about it, this time he hadn't said much about Tamar. So to me, there is a bit of grace, because we didn't know any of this, and you out here airing it all out for attention in a story. And so I do feel like on a little bit of a ledge, he means I ain't said much publicly this time yet.
No, baby. Don't do that. We have given grace to each other. And I hate that I posted that last night for that 10 seconds that I posted, and now that it's a frenzy today. But the simple fact of the matter is that I tried to call you and I tried to talk to you, and you were so nasty to me. And at the end of the conversation, you're going to tell me to go take my meds.
I mean, did you go take them? Because we not going to act like when Kanye West be out here Kanye Westing, we don't be saying, did anybody give Kanye his meds? We not going to act like when there are people we know who are on meds and they have these episodes that people don't say, did you take your meds? And he didn't say that publicly. He said it in a conversation with y'all. So again, Tamar is still taking private conversations they had and making them public, so that folk will then say, oh, Jeremy Brown here stealing credit cards. He's a scammer. Jeremy Brown here, asking Tamar if she took her meds. I mean, did you?
Something that nobody else in the world knew, and something that you tried to weaponize against me.
No, he didn't. He didn't at all. Technically, the same way that you called that man and tried to weaponize the fact that the hotel staff told you he had a friend with him, your single man, ex-husband had a female friend, and you weaponized that to call that man and ask him what's going on. And then in the argument, he asked you, are you taking your meds? Because you sound a little crazy. What is going on?
Are you saying that people who take mental medication or anxiety medication, they are not stable?
I mean, sometimes no. Sometimes no. We're not going to act like we have not seen people of all ages, races, genders, or whatever who are on some kind of medication. And if they don't take their medication, shit don't go left sometimes. We not going to act like that's not an actual thing. So that's true. Thank you, leaving Nicole, over to chat. I work for a hotel, and we are not asking about a card number for an amount that's paid through a third party who would ask for a card for incidentals that matches the ID of the person checking in. You know what I'm saying? Tamar out here, child making up things, but I'm like, Tamar again is trying to weaponize mental health. Tamar is trying to make people feel like Junior is weaponizing himself so that we can go after him. And I was like, Tamar, people should be concerned about your mental health. But there are people who, if they are not on their meds, they become unstable. We've seen it happen, and we've seen people say verbatim, "Damn, I wish so and so and so and so." Or the dude at court who jumped over the moon to get to the judge was a person who were not on their mental health medication, and they had a break, and that shit went crazy. So again, Tamar wants to make people think JR is using mental health against me. You shouldn't like him. When in turn, she's the one trying to weaponize it.
I would hate for you to say that as a lawyer. Don't do that. The fact of the matter is, I only came back to say this. I'm not delusional. I am not crazy. I don't have to throw myself on a man. And yes, we have been estranged for 6 months, and everything was just fine on Friday. So
on Friday, y'all had been broken up for 6 months. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that man to Turks and Caicos. We've been broken up. We've been single for 6 months. I'm gonna spend the bag on this. I'm gonna go to this man's birthday party. I'm not allowing anybody to have me in their space for those moments if we have not rectified, defined, and figured out what we is. Okay, not with my money.
And I'm going to say this in closing because I don't want to say too much. I probably already said too much, but my
child too much.
Feelings are hurt because everybody is making it seem like I am crashing out over this person, and I'm not.
I mean, crash out. Crash out. You think you not crashing out, Tamar? It's a crash out. No tea, no shade. It's a crash out. It is.
I went ham simply because of your disrespect. And the truth is, I should have gone ham a long time ago. And I didn't because, and I'm sure that people have been here before when you're in love with a person who aren't in love with you back. And that was my case, but I didn't realize it until Turks and Caicos. I had no idea until Turks and Caicos.
So before, when he told you was fucking other people, and y'all wasn't on good terms, and he was single, you didn't know then he had any bad intention? Again, Tamar was choosing to ignore red flags because she was tired of stopping at lights. Tamar was tired of stopping at lights, so I'm going to stop reading the red flags. I don't see no stop signs.
I knew that we had problems. I knew that, things wasn't working. But I always thought that we loved each other because we always said that we did. And
love is not what makes relationships work. Love sometimes, they always say about marriage, if you don't have more than love, it won't work. Because some days love ain't enough. Because some days you won't love your spouse because they just piss you off. So, grow up, Caroline.
I always felt like, with love, that is a ground zero for you to rebuild. And so now that you feel like I have aired you out.
No, ground zero isn't love. Ground zero is trust and respect. That's ground zero. Trust, respect, communication. Those are the building blocks of true relationships. Love comes later. You can't build shit on love. Not at all. Now, it's great to love your spouse, absolutely. But you can't trust them. You can't, if they don't respect you, if they can't be emotionally available to you, what kind of fool is you? You're too old for that, Tamar. And as you said, you and Vince were married. You was with David and whoever else you dated around here. You can't be trying to tell us, I thought we had love and love was enough. Bitch, when? You're not in high school. That's something people say in their 20s. But mama, I love him and he loved me. We love each other. We're going to be there forever. That's childish things.
Like you have aired me out for months and embarrassed me for months. Oh, now we ain't gonna be friends. Well, that option is not even open to you because I'm the one who blocked you a few days ago. I'm the one who cut off social media and all communication with you. So let's stop perpetuating that. Yes.
A few days ago, y'all. They've been broken up for 6 months, but a few days ago, because of the credit card thing, we done.
You're the one who filed for divorce because you were the lawyer. You and I as a couple decided that. Don't make it seem like, oh, I got to leave, because we're not even going to go there. So stop doing that. And I told my daughter that I would not talk about her dad, but in the
your daughter
same interim, I hope she had the same conversation with you that you cannot talk about me and make it look like I'm deranged and crazy. Now,
why y'all put the kids in it? Why does the kid have to have any conversation with two separate grown adults about what the fuck to do? And my daughter can't tell me what the fuck to say about somebody I'm in a relationship. Because the kids should not be dictating. They should not be involved in y'all shenanigans.
I know you love Logan. I know you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, what your children means to me. And most of the reason why I was trying to hold together our union. But
for the kids. For the kids. So you want to be together for the kids that ain't yours. For love that has went astray. You don't want to air the daddy out because you love the children. Once you told people their daddy was fucking with a crackhead and their daddy ate a crackhead's ass, at that point, I'm like, daddy nasty. Daddy eating ass of crackheads? Because Tamar said, daddy, that you ate some ass. And her concert tour, she said that she got her man was with a crackhead.
What I'm not going to do, Jay, is feel like I got used. Because I did. Of course, I do a lot for a lot of people. And you know I do a lot for a lot of people. Financially, gift-wise, whatever. That's just my nature. I didn't think that I was, dropping a whole bag on you and now we're going to get back together. No. I didn't think that. But did I feel a certain kind of way when you was nasty with me and you used my card for entertaining some? And I said tramp because you the one who said that's not your woman. You're the one who said that you hitting them off. You hit the jump offs and they don't mean nothing to you. And, it's just sex. You told me that. So if the defamation, that is you giving me the information.
Ma'am, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. No. If he told you something privately that you then took public, that's you defaming somebody else based on something somebody. We didn't hear JR call that ain't no tramp. We didn't hear that. What I do know is if I was over, mental anguish lawsuit.
Hello? And y'all was following and talking to each other way more than 3 days ago, JR. Don't do that. Let's stop making it like I'm trying to be crazy because I don't want this for us. Now, at a certain amount of time, maybe a year, 19 years, 30 years, we could talk. But,
Why? For what? Talk for what? Again, she keeps saying, I left him alone. I let him be, blah, blah, blue. But then saying, maybe we can talk. Talk for what? Talk for what?
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. And it has to be a no for me because I have to start loving me. And clearly, all the work that I'm doing, I'm definitely skipping over loving me because I felt like I loved you and I loved what we could have been and what we were more than myself. And I am so sorry, to everybody out there that I, put out this post last night. I was praying to God that it didn't go viral. I was praying to God that it didn't.
Lies.
That nobody caught it. I was.
Lies.
Praying to God because I knew that, it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. It was an emotional thing. But I mean, sometimes when
people, if the same way I say, when we talked, was it yesterday, about the mama and boyfriend who walked in the house and set the man on fire and shot him, you have to be in control of your emotions. Because when you're not, you are the culprit. Tamar consistently plays this, I didn't mean to post that game. You know how, you know, to post on your stories. It's not even, like, oh, I didn't realize, oh my God, I'm so sorry. What did I do? Blah blah. That ain't no, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. You gotta hit the button. You gotta choose between a post, a story, a reel, or a live. Okay, you gotta hit story. Okay, you gotta go and find the screenshot of the girl page. Okay, you find the screenshot. Let's find the screenshot. Okay, you find the screenshot of the girl page. You then look at it. Okay, you gotta make it smaller or bigger, smaller or bigger. Okay, you choose smaller or bigger. Okay, you then gotta hit the letter button. Okay, you pick the letter button. You type it, type, tap. You type up what you want to say at the top. Okay, you have to then hit the add button. The add to mention. Mention. You gotta then go in and type in Jeremy name. Boom. You found his name. You gotta hit done. Okay. It be sitting around here. And then you have to hit the button to make it go. But even after you hit the next button, it asks you, do you want to share it? That's a full 60 seconds, 30 seconds of you realizing what you are, because you had to first go and find the girl page. Okay, that's first of all, you had to find her page. Once you went and found her page to screenshot the girl page, you knew exactly what you were doing.
You have been disrespected to the level that I have been disrespected from this situation publicly, it'd be too much. And I apologize to everybody that was hurt behind it, especially to my kids that I love so much.
Stop saying kids. Them his kids. Y'all wasn't together long enough to be a family.
I'm never gonna keep you away from your son. I'm never gonna, and I hope that you don't.
You won't keep him. I won't keep you away from your son. Do you mean Logan? You mean Vincent? Does David still give visitation to Logan? Does Logan have 3 father play dates?
Keep me away from my kids, but I just feel like the way that you try to twist this story is unforgivable and sad, because I came to you calmly and nice after not speaking to you and asked you what happened with the card, and this could have been all avoided, but you're nasty, and every woman that's gotten online has said the same thing, like, you're nasty, you're not nice, and I didn't do anything to you.
What other women said something about what other women? Now I know one of Junior's baby mamas, when he and Tamar first got together, said things, but Tamar said that they was lying. So would you, Tamar, when you took up for JR because of what the baby mama posted, was you lying then or now?
And I wasn't trying to be in your business, and you know me, you don't even have that relationship. But I said you played in my face, and I meant that. And you have been playing in my face for a while now. And I'm sorry that I snapped online. And I'm sorry this is where we are, but we can wrap this up because I have nothing else to say. And I'm actually about to go and film something, for a while. And so I won't even be here. So everybody go and enjoy what y'all enjoy. And I'm taking everybody out the chat. And once again, I apologize, to everybody. It was an emotional 10, 15, 30-second post. And this is what happens, when families fall apart. And this is what happens when people are hurt. And this is what happens when, people are, fall out of love.
Judge Mathis' wife, who was with Judge Mathis for 39 years, she just went and filed for divorce. She didn't come on social media and post nothing about Greg Mathis. Not at all. Money Long and her husband were together for 9 years. And she filed for divorce. Now, she just recently said because she was out of the bullshit, but she did it in an interview and left it at that. Okay? There are many examples of couples who are together who break up and they file for divorce, or it's a public breakup, but they're not going on social media saying, oh, he left me for some shrimp. That ain't what they doing. Tamar is full of shit. Okay, Tamar is a fool for that white man, and you can't tell me different. Okay, and for no real reason. Okay, again, they both claim messy relationship stuff. Okay, there is a toxic breakup in the credit card drama. They are exposing each other for nothing. Okay, for nothing. Bald-headed lies and Caucasian drama. We are over it, and I'm done because I have to leave and go see about my mama. Okay, Tamar and JR, do not come back around here and say nothing else. I don't want to hear about y'all kids that y'all have together. I don't want to hear about Turks and Caicos. I don't want to hear about, JR with women and eating booties. I don't want to hear nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Tamar, stop going to social media and posting stuff that you know will go viral and then play it. I didn't think it would go viral. You just said 2 weeks ago when you claimed that JR was the best thing since white sliced bread that whenever you post something messy, it goes viral. Stop playing, bitch. Get it together. Anyway, I'm done. I will talk to y'all sometime either tomorrow or Friday. Again, Mama Lee has surgery today. She's doing good. She's at home. Not going to leave here and go spend the night at her house. I just had to come get one little video in. So y'all know, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all later. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I got to go. Bye. Thank you.